I don't ever want to be a part of your family.
Oh, clocked. Hello, beautifuls. Welcome back to my Chanel, and welcome to a brand new potential series here on the Chanel, World's Strictest Parents. Right, so I think I need to address the situation, don't I? I'm actually having a nice little sit down. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather today, so I'm having a nice little sit down and I've got a glass of water. Honestly, turned 35, and what's better than a nice little sit down and a glass of water?
Ketamine and MDMA.
That does in fact mean that Luxeria is only half here. Oh, telling. But my lovelies, let's get straight into it today. So, World's Strictest Parents is an early 2000s reality TV show in which a problem child would be sent away from their family to go and live with a strict family. It was actually quite controversial at the time that it was released because there were certain aspects of the parenting that they were sent to that were considered unsafe, shall we say. And definitely a sign of the times. We saw LGBT teens sent to not LGBT-friendly families, shall we say, essentially throwing them to the wolves and making it into TV. Now, that wasn't every single episode, but I distinctly remember seeing a few. And this is from around the time where, like, Emo Scene was growing in popularity. So personal styles were under attack, considered different and not normal. Why can't you just be normal? Quite often, some of these teenagers had undiagnosed neurodivergent situations. Sometimes they were problem teens, and other times they were just disgruntled with the world around them and venting it in a way that was perhaps, you know, a little bit unsafe. So, my lovelies, I have it on good authority that we're going to start with a pretty juicy episode today, but something that's perhaps not the most controversial episode ever aired. We shall save those for when we're feeling a little bit less under the weather, shall we say? Ooh. What's happening, girls? So, my lovelies, make sure you're sitting comfortably, or perhaps in an executive chair. Grab yourself a nice glass of water, taking it back to, you know, a wellness and holistic approach today. Water. And let's watch World's Strictest Parents.
It's a baby?
Right, outburst, girl. Beat the wall, beat the floor, beat the child. I want to say outbonding. Yeah, we don't want to do that, do we know? Oh, well, that was a swift intro. Scene queen. I was a MySpace kid, and I severely miss the forgotten era of Scene Queen. Does it even really exist anymore? Every now and then I do see do you know what? I'm going to lift my table up slightly so I can fit underneath my desk. Lovely. Every USB port is suddenly disconnecting. Can we just stop?
Don't touch me!
What? I was a MySpace kid, and every time I do see something like a heavy bleach blonde fringe with bright pink underneath, dressed in black, maybe even a side swooshy fringe and heavy eyeliner, my soul goes, wasn't that easier? Wasn't it nice when MySpace was the only social media we had to worry about? And now we've got Meta.
Does Mummy want some suckies?
I'm Lily, I'm 15, I'm from San Diego, California, and this is my playground.
Oh, she's a rebel girl. She loves to live in the sewer. Pennywise is shaking.
You realize how much trouble you're in?
Sorry, I just have to say, imagine being born
You can just go out and say
that house, this absolute gigantic. Imagine saying, my childhood home had pillars. Unrelatable girly wigs. I had a very different upbringing, shall we say. I had one parental unit who was okay, and one who was, sadly, disabled. She had multiple sclerosis, and that meant that my childhood was not normal, shall we say, not normal. There were times of incredible stress. Obviously, me being trans and LGBT was a difficulty as well. I also went to a highly religious school and have religious trauma. So my upbringing was a little bit strict, a little bit away with the fairies, and also a bit asymmetric to someone who perhaps had a typical British upbringing, shall we say. But what YouTuber do you know that doesn't have trauma? Right, so
you
Lily
can just go
lives
out
in
and
the
stay out all weekend and not call me or communicate with me?
She's in
You
lots of
realize how
trouble.
much trouble you're in?
The audio is very
I don't care
quiet.
if I'm in trouble.
Lily is extremely sassy
Get out of my
She's a
face and stop
sassy
yelling
girl.
at me.
rebellious.
Doesn't matter to me, I don't care.
and has a major attitude.
No, I'm not gonna do those dishes. They ain't my dishes. With the relationship with my mom, I am the boss pretty much. There, you go do them. That's
Likable,
right.
unlikable.
How I punished Lily for really being bad is I turn her cell phone off or take it from her.
Lily, what? Give it to me.
Not the T-Mobile sidekick.
You can't get it. You're too
Is it a
slow.
T-Mobile sidekick? I think it is.
Lady. I do what I want to do when I want to do it, and what I say goes. Move out of my way.
Oh, really?
I don't always win, but pretty much 90% of the time I do. I'm leaving whether you like it or not.
You know what, Lily? I'll call the cops again, Lily.
You know, if Lily doesn't change, she'll probably end up in juvenile hall. I can't even comprehend how that would make me feel.
Smoking? Right, so the initial editing of this show is showing that Lily is the devil child, basically. She is an ungrateful girl who doesn't even give a care about her mum. Now, I'm not going to excuse that behaviour because the older I get, the more I'm just like, do you know, I would have loved to have spent more time with my mum. It is one of those things where the sign of the times, like the MySpace era, scene kid, emo kid era, if you were a little bit different, you had so much weight on your shoulders in terms of ostracization. And it wasn't like name calling, it was like physical violence, I would say. And I would hazard a guess that if you're a former emo scene kid in the audience here, you probably can understand what I'm talking about. Like, it wasn't easy for us, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we can take it out on those around us. It just also, what's the words I'm looking for here? It doesn't excuse the behavior, but it might help to explain it. Like, hurt people. And of course, there is a natural amount of like teenage rebellion that happens anyway when you're trying to exercise like who you are and find out who you are and explore. Sometimes, you know, that involves discomfort, and that discomfort can manifest in very uncomfortable ways, like yelling at a mum who loves you, perhaps. But we're only getting one side of the story so far, aren't we? Right, so she's off down the road to...
I'm Matthew.
Oh, there's
I'm
another
17,
lady. Hello,
and
Matthew.
I'm from Tustin, California.
You're from California. Oh.
1 hour, the phone has not stopped for you.
Because my phone's broken.
The phone has not stopped ringing for you. How is
Hello?
someone annoyed
Matthew
with this?
frustrates me very often. Matthew, I'm talking to you. Call them back. Matthew has very good ears, but he's deaf ear to things that I ask him to do.
Okay, so
Mom,
selective
hold on. Okay, yes.
disobedience.
The relationship I have with my mom is on and off.
Did you clean your room?
Oh,
You're
she
being
looks like a
annoying.
nice
The days we
queen,
hate each
doesn't
other is because we get in huge arguments about stupid things.
I want to clean the house. This is ridiculous.
This isn't full, and this is when it gets full, I'll take it off.
I said, okay, I'm gonna wash my hair. I look over, and I know I had shampoo in a big bottle of
The stupidest
conditioner.
thing is shampoo.
I think, you know, it's pretty hard for Matthew, you know, not having a dad around to influence him.
No.
Do you know, sometimes I do want to say, sometimes it really is the case that a parent is neurotic and they don't even let you breathe. You have to make mistakes in order to learn from them. I don't feel like you can teach people not to make mistakes who are perhaps in that phase of like unreason. And teenagers are quite unreasonable. Like, their brains haven't fully developed. Their sense of style, sense of identity, sense of the world around them hasn't fully developed. They are, you know, a percentage of developed, shall we say. And to have a force, an external force, constantly be like, no, you should be doing this, no, you shouldn't be doing that, no, you should be doing this, feels frustrating, right? But this is obviously back in the day as well, where home phones were a thing. So if someone was like, I want to speak to you, I want to speak to you, let's just say you're a popular Peter. It might annoy those living with you, but also, like, is it your fault that people are phoning your house to try and talk to you? Like, is that directly your fault? It is your fault if you hog the phone, though. I do agree with that.
No way, I walked. Mom, no.
But things have to get done. I do it myself. Matthew comes back and he's the same Matthew. I'm going to be really hurt, really disappointed.
Oh, right, so yeah, this is a bit like strict
angry.
kids
It's
brat
going to
camp
really,
situation.
really
isn't it?
affect
Oh my
me. I
god,
think
Brat
it's gonna
Camp is
make
another one. Forgot
my
about that.
relationship with Matthew
Horrible show that
go
was.
down.
This is your break from me. This is
Teen
your vacation, so
something or
make it
other.
last.
Hopefully Lily will learn from this experience how to be more respectful towards me as her mom, appreciate what she has here in life, and appreciate me as her mom.
They're gonna have a whole tornado up in their house and they don't even see it coming.
They don't even give a care. Honey, you've got a big wig on the game.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
Good experience. I think
Good
Matthew is
experience.
capable
No,
if
she
he
wants to
listens, if he wakes
change,
up
right?
and opens his eyes and ears to what reality is, maybe he can change.
So, from an outsider point of view, I've never been involved in anything like this. I do kind of understand the idea of like, I'm at my wit's end, I don't know what to do, so I'm going to approach a reality TV show to put my child in with some of the world's strictest parents. Some might say that is a natural conclusion. Others might say that yes, this might have an eye-opening experience, but there's also something to be said about the environment that you are brought into. So, There's a lot of question around the moment of like problem behaviour in like middle class teens. I'm not a parent, but if I was a parent, let's just say middle class with the ability to have some social movement, if my child was getting involved with really deeply problematic things and I had the ability to, I would snatch that child so far away from those difficult people, it wouldn't even be funny.
That is the real thing. Snatched.
You can't really expect people to change unless they change their environment, and teenagers are notorious for indulging in the environments that make them feel a certain way, shall we say. They're also still learning, so I do think room for slack, but also firm but fair. Does that make sense? I'm not a parent, so I can't really say, but that's kind of how I envision the world. If I was to try and teach myself as a teenager to not be an absolute nutbag, which I was, I would try and lead by the example of like, you are going to experience situations that you do not want to experience, and a lot of them are not your fault. Instead of doing that, let's go off and do something together. A lot of the time, a lot of it comes down to difficulties within the socioeconomic environment that you're in. If you are able to change that, then naturally, over time, your behaviour will shift, if it is, in fact, nature versus nurture.
Thank you, boob lady.
Oh, she's got an emo fringe. I bet she does this.
My name's Dick Ballard.
Oh, hello,
My
Dick
wife
boy.
and I, Denise, have 4 children. 3 of them are still here
Denise,
at home.
girls.
Megan and Blake. We live here in Ross, Ohio. I'm a
Ohio?
retired,
That's
teacher.
the Skibbity Toilet Riz, isn't it? People are very Ohio at the moment, aren't they?
Very brat summer. Skibbity toilet Riz.
I won't be saying that again.
I'm a retired teacher and coach.
Come on, guys, we're better now. Let's go. So
God gave me that ability to relate to teens through sports.
Megan
Right, so we've
and
got
Blake
religion,
challenging
perhaps?
Jeff, you and Meg.
they are not going to like the emo children.
Family is competitive and aggressive.
My family is
Backdoor
competitive and
Mom.
aggressive. Okay.
My dad is a
Unrelatable.
very animated person.
All right, we start my possession. Here we go. Who's following me now? Let's go.
Slide down there. Now do it. Do about 3 the right way.
Well, yeah.
That's twice. He double dribble. My goodness.
I just try to keep things lively and going. That's the coach in me. Where's
Okay,
Jeff? He's
not
cleaning
the end
up.
of the world.
Jeff?
Denise looks like Chanel from UK Season 6. Tell me you don't see this. Tell me.
Jeff? All right, you need to go ahead and clean that bathroom up if you're going out tonight. As long as they're under our roof living here, they have certain, responsibilities here at the house.
It's like somebody tracked mud in again. Who left their shoes on? If you eat something, then clean your plate off and put it in the dishwasher. If there's dishes in the sink, then you take the initiative to go ahead and clean them up. It's not somebody else's job. It's all of our jobs.
Megan, can you dust that
Okay,
piano?
that's not
My parents
unhinged.
definitely have high expectations of us. If they give us a chore, they want it done right away.
Make sure they're dried.
Bless us, O Lord, and these I give to a true
Oh,
God to
yes,
receive from thy
Jesus
bounty
is
through Christ our
here,
Lord.
and I'm
Amen.
so glad he gave me this escalope. I am very anti-religion. I'm very anti-organized religion. I think if you have a personal relationship with God, wonderful. I don't. Oh, she's a pilot. Team meetup. Oh,
What up? How are
besties
you?
forever, girlies.
I'm good. I'm Lily.
A scene
Nice to
queen
meet
and a
you.
emo king.
I was like, wow, Lily's really cool.
Yes.
Do you drink?
Sometimes.
Me too. I'm still hungover from 2 days ago, so I was like,
Matt's not really the type of guy I would hang out with back at home.
Really?
But I guess I could see how me and him could get along and be friends.
Yeah, besties, absolutely. BFFs. They're from the same subculture, like Emo Scene, 100%.
wow, there's literally like nothing.
I know. I think it's gonna be like
Snake
the most
bites.
boring week of my life. I think everyone's gonna hate me because I have crazy style and crazy hair. And I'm
You
just
are
super
correct.
out there
They
and
will immediately look at you and judge
Dear
you.
God, give us patience,
Right, here we
kindness,
go.
and
You
understanding in dealing with these teens this week, and help us to make an impact in their lives.
Oh,
And-
are they both going to the same family? I didn't actually realise this. For some reason, I thought they were going to different households. Oh, I can't remember. I've only watched a few episodes of this, and definitely not this one.
Hopefully they can teach us something too. And thanks
her
for this great
paisley shirt.
opportunity.
They're gonna wake us up like hella early too.
No
Hopefully
way.
they can
Expect
teach you
us to
something
be
too.
I'll
Yes,
lock the door.
perhaps. Yes, you never know.
Put like
Both
a chair
ways.
up
Blah, blah.
against it so they
Yeah.
can't bust in on us or whatever.
1, 2, 3. Ballard hug.
Ballard hug.
I'm not intimidated by bringing troubled kids into the home. I would just like to connect, to make a difference.
I'm excited.
We'll hold you
Look
to
at the
that,
house.
Mr. Dick.
Hopefully our rooms aren't like on opposite wings of the house.
Yeah.
What a house. Oh, beep, beep, bitch. Get out the way. She's dead.
Up, they were all standing in a straight line, and I thought the dad looked very like strict. Oh God.
The dad just kind of looked like a goofball, and the mom looked like she would be the strict one.
Oh, little doggy. There's so many lovely little
when they first stepped out, I was
doggy.
like, whoa. I mean, the hot pink hair, you know. And then, you know, he's a little alternative looking too. So, I mean, they look like two peas in a pod. You guys need any help?
No,
we just got one suitcase.
Nice to meet you, Dick Ballard. That boy has slightly longer hair than I used to.
I'm Lily.
I'm mad.
All right,
They have the same
hairstyle.
hairstyle.
Oh my gosh, please, it's freezing.
When they first got here, we really wanted to set our standards and went through rules. And the higher you set expectations or standards, the more you get. Now, first off is just show respect. The second one, you know, be honest, be trustworthy. You know, when you screw up, you say you screw up, okay? And the thing is, while you're living here, you are reflecting us, and you know, you're part of our family. And so what you do reflects us, and that's what we tell our children all the time. So what
the dad just kept talking and talking like a freaking blabbermouth, but I just kind of wanted to jump across the table and like tell him to shut it.
Okay,
Now,
well, don't do that to people you don't know. There is a way to respectfully disagree with people. Jumping across the table and telling them to shut up is not usually high up on that list, is it? No, Lily, no, say.
Now, for us to immerse ourselves into this, we're not going to have cell phones or internet this week.
Right, God, could you imagine? Clocked at the pageant.
Did you bring cell phones with you?
No.
No, mine actually broke last week.
Okay. I know no teenager is going to go from California to Ohio without a cell phone.
Yes. I do find that, I don't know, do I like the idea of like children not having access to their phones? Because like in case of emergency, that just seems like ridiculous. If the show has like, I don't know what you would call them, like a safety officer to make sure that these kids are never put in danger, then I guess that would make sense. But like also back in the day, this is what, maybe 20 years old? I don't know if that's gonna be a good idea.
Lily, I felt like, was going to be the one that we had to watch. There was just something about her told me that she is going to be a hard one to break.
She's a
Failure
feisty boss
to live
lady.
up to these expectations results in
hard one to break. We're not
Like,
breaking
force
these
me to do
children.
anything, so if they try to give me consequences, I'm really not gonna go and do them.
Our goal was to get Matt and Lily involved right off the bat. Then it was dinner time, so
Dinner
we sit and meet
time!
as a family. Gonna have you guys help set the table, so that way you'll kind of know where stuff is.
2, 4, 6. What do we got there? There you go, Matt. Help put the forks around, please.
I'm not gonna eat it.
And I have eating problems, so I can't even eat. I really can't.
We need you to be part of the family. You came here to kind
Yeah,
of
no, I'll sit at
experience
the
some-
table, but I'm not gonna eat.
That's fine.
But you can help put some
set
forks
the
and
table.
stuff down, can't you?
Well, it's not like I'm not gonna eat. So can't you guys just each grab your own fork and then you
Maybe in
like,
some homes, but not in ours.
When Matt didn't set the table for dinner, it seemed really out of nowhere.
You know, if I was asking you to do
I mean, okay. Oh, we're getting into difficulty territory here. So, part of the early emo scene subculture, shall we say, was quite heavily influenced by two specific movements that I became aware of during the Xanga days. Do you remember Xanga? Anyone remember Xanga? It's almost like LiveJournal, but a bit different, bit quirky, bit different. If you know, you know, and I'm not going to go into details, but it is the Anna X Mia communities. Oh! Hello! Giving the... The Anna X Mia communities. Now, I'm not going to jump to conclusions, but I am going to say, if a teenager is saying they're not going to eat, quite often that might be indicative of something else happening. We'll have to wait and see. Meal times and family dinner times can be an incredibly difficult time, and so I can actually understand the outrage at trying to set a table, because it's almost like an affront, and suddenly the person involved finds themselves in very hot water, so naturally everything becomes very defensive. This to me says there might be an issue that we're not talking about.
You know, if I was asking you to do something immoral or something over the top, that's
It's just
cool.
the thing is like I'm in like a really bad mood right now.
Yeah.
He's not gonna do it, so just stop bothering about it, because it's gonna make things worse. It really is.
So, you know, We're going to deal with this tomorrow.
That sounded almost like stop bothering us because you're going to make it worse. That sounded almost a little bit like there's an issue I'm not telling you about. Don't overstep that line, which is a whole different kettle of fish that a show like this is never, ever, ever going to be able to address.
We're going to deal with this tomorrow. It doesn't just go away.
Okay.
We got everything there? All right, we're going to say a blessing here.
Okay.
Bless us, O Lord, and these thy gifts, which we're about to receive
from thy bounty
through Christ our Lord. Amen.
It's almost like a standoff, and I know we're all just kind of sizing each other up.
Lots of clinking noises. Probably fake, because no one I know goes with their fork.
We wake up pretty easily. I think we'll be getting up tomorrow about 8. We've got kind of a day planned there. We've got some little work things to do. So we'll be getting up about 8.
8 o'clock?
8 o'clock. And that's late, you know.
I knew we had battles ahead if it's going to be like this.
I don't think 8 o'clock is an
My room at
unreasonable
home is just
time.
somewhere I sleep, so I don't really care how it looks. This room is totally, completely different. It has sports everywhere, and I'm totally not a sports person at all.
I can tell. We can tell, sweetie. Oh, good morning, everyone. Day
Our plan for the
two.
day had been to get up, go out and walk around the lake with Matt and Lily, and it's our first day together, and
day
we had
one.
told them what to expect the night before. That
A nice
we weren't
walk
gonna
around the
be
lake.
sleeping
I
till
could,
noon. We have
not
an
unhinged.
agenda, and this is
Not
what we're gonna
immoral.
do.
Not problematic.
Step in, so
Good morning.
see anything there.
Need you to open up. Time to wake up, Lily. Got to unlock the door.
I was amazed the door was locked. I mean, our kids don't lock the door.
Rise and shine.
Come on, Lily. get up.
I'm not surprised that a teenager invited into your house who isn't related to you, who is put in your charge, has locked their door. I am not surprised about that. I would have done the exact same thing. I don't know you. I don't know your kids. I don't know the crew. I don't know anyone here. Self-preservation methods should never, ever be talked down upon.
It's time to get going. Okay. Well, tough. That's tough. Open the door. Shouldn't have locked it.
Okay.
Opening the door, calm down.
She opened the door and she wasn't a happy camper. Let's put it that way.
Our teenagers
I woke
happy
up
when you wake
actually
them up? I
to
wasn't.
them screaming for Lily to open the door, and I'm like, wow, they're gonna come to my room now.
Matt, get up.
And I was just like, screw this, I'm sleeping and I don't wake up this early.
Matt,
Rise and shine.
hurry up. Get up and open
How
the door.
far could you go? Like, part of me goes, if I was a naughty, rebellious teenager put on this show, part of me goes, shall I just be the demon child they want me to be? And I'd be like, no, get away from me, don't touch me.
Fire! There's a fire!
I wonder, wouldn't that make excellent TV though? You would be absolutely categorically hated. And at this time, in like media history, shall we say, there would have been newspaper articles about how vile you are as a child and how awful you are and how much you should be punished and sent to prison if you were to do that on TV. But, quite iconic. Everyone on MySpace would be like, my hero. That's all that everyone cared about back then. Like, how many friends did you have on MySpace? Well,
I had to go get a key and put it through there and got it open. There we go. Matt, get up. Let's go. Let's go. Time to get up. What's all this stuff on my walls and stuff?
no sports, no
No sports and all this stuff. Nice word over here. Yeah, maybe if you wouldn't do that, you wouldn't have to sleep late in the morning. Okay? Put something warm on because you got some walking to do right off the bat. And we'll take care of yesterday's thing and this paper stuff here. There must have been at least 50 pieces of paper that he had taped to the wall. I was kind of stunned.
I mean,
Let's get going.
sure.
Come on.
That's
Wasting
so TV production though, isn't it? Because would you ever do that in like real life? Just be like, no sports, no post-its, no sports. Like in the grand scheme of things, that's not arson, is it? Let's be honest.
Go away.
But also,
Come
how
on.
annoying.
Wasting
Don't
my
take things to
time,
my
wasting
wall. Get
yours.
out.
Let's go. I didn't anticipate that they were going to get up late, which was really trying my patience.
Well, I have to be up if I want to be up, and this is not when I want to be up, so.
You're just going to make it harder on yourself, Lily. Lily and Matt were extremely unreasonable. I was very, very frustrated.
They are being a bit unreasonable for getting out of bed, aren't they? Like, come on, girly wig.
Grab some shoes, grab a coat.
So we got up at 8, and it's 9:06, and we're starting laps. All right, let's get going. Come on. Go.
Laps? Oh,
Don't
you have
fall
to
in
do
the
running?
pond.
No, just do a nice walk, nice
All
family
right.
walk with the
Good to
dog
go
round the
join
lake.
Matt out
Lovely.
there.
Take a camera, take
What
some
the
photos.
hell?
Emos.
It's all muddy.
Oh, it is quite muddy. That is
My fingers are
inappropriate
so
footwear.
cold.
I think these parents are stupid and they think they know what they're doing and how to control bad kids. But they're really the stupid ones, not us.
Oh, to be a moody teenager and think you know the world. Wow. Gosh. I will accept that you know the world when you can explain to me what APR variable means.
You know, and I noticed when you were right over this way somewhere, you were texting. There's no doubt in my mind you were texting. I seen it. I watched over.
Oh my God, no, he had little opera glasses, look!
What's happening? I can't wait to see how this turns out.
He's a naughty little pervert.
You know, and I noticed when you were right over this way somewhere, you were texting. There's no doubt in my mind.
On your
you were texting.
T-Mobile
I seen it. I
sidekick.
watched over.
How
I got
dare-
binoculars. I put them on. You were texting.
I wasn't
On your
texting.
You were
3G
texting. Give me the
network.
phone.
I wasn't texting.
Give me the phone.
Do you have proof?
Yeah, give me the phone.
No, you obviously don't have
Give me
proof.
the phone.
If
I
one
don't
person
need
is
proof.
looking
Okay,
at it.
give me the
No,
phone.
you
I told you
obviously
already.
You don't have permission
Lily,
to
it
touch
doesn't
somebody
all
else's
get
things.
Lily,
I don't.
come on, let's finish our lap, Lily.
I knew Lily was a little more the dominant
Get your
force, and the
hands
first
off
strategy
Miaj.
of war is divide and conquer.
I don't have my phone.
You just lied. That's sad. It's time to man up, man. He really wouldn't give the phone up. So let's
don't.
deal with it now and get it over with.
How would you feel it if some other parent came up to your child and was like, give me your phone?
Staple it on there.
I hate when it doesn't stick.
What's happening now?
When I realized that we were going to be doing hard work, I was just like, wow, this sucks.
I mean, hard work does suck. That's kind of the point. What is...
I know you got
wait,
6 more to do.
where did this
Wow,
happen?
seriously?
We could see that we need to not let them feed off of each other. So Dick was dealing with Matt and I was gonna deal with Lily. So I said, let's go clean the aquarium. First of all, just get all those shells and crap out. So push your sleeves up and all them bracelets you got on. I don't know if that's gonna be a good work thing. There you go.
The reason why I went to help Denise clean out the tank was because I was super bored and I just wanted something to do.
Just kind of get the
Okay,
algae
are we
off
seeing
them, kind
her
of rinse them off.
lighten up? Maybe she's
She
not the
can go
bad
from
bitch
screaming
after
and yelling
all.
at you and then come out and help me clean the aquarium. And she pitched in fine. I didn't really have too much resistance with her doing that.
Okay, yes.
Oh my
When I get that
god.
white phone, you get your pizza. White phone, pizza. Phone, pizza. No phone, no pizza.
I guess I'm not eating then.
We knew we still had an issue with the cell phones, and it was a major rule.
The rules state no cell phones.
Period.
Yes.
Okay?
So why didn't they give them to production and not you? Like, I don't know how I would feel about my child handing their phone. Well, nowadays, especially because these are what now, like £1,000 unhinged, that you think that somebody else is taking this away from my child when this is in my name, it's my property. Get out. Maybe like a Nokia 3310 or a T-Mobile sidekick. Bit of a different story, but still. I don't know why production hasn't said, keep them with us, rather than being like, hand them over to these strangers. I mean, you are in their house, I guess, but still.
Period. Okay?
You guys would
Period,
not even
poo.
know I had a phone. You haven't even seen me on it yet.
Number
And,
one,
thanks.
you lied because we know you have cell phones, both of you.
Yeah, but a smart person would have lied about it and hid it as long as they could.
We're trying to sit there and explain the
Oh,
rules
Chanel.
once again of the house, and she's just battling. It's more Lily talking back.
Dumb and honest are the same.
Dumb and honest are the
Not
same.
honest and smart are the same because a smart person would have not been honest with you about it.
So you basically came into the week thinking, I'm going to deceive them.
I'm starving right now. I'm in a pissed mood. I don't want to talk to anybody right now. This is such bullshit. What the f?
The point of it is to give up the cell phone and make yourself part of our family.
No, just leave.
So
Like, no
for-
TV show is
Thank you,
worth
Matt.
this. Oh, there we go.
Thank you.
Don't give in. Oh, I love rebels. Rebel, sis, rebel.
You
You
came
go into
here.
that forest.
And we have set rules and guidelines, and if you're not going to abide by them,
I'm not giving it to you guys.
Well,
I don't
that's
care.
good.
These parents aren't actually that strict so far.
You know? That's
right.
cool.
I think these parents just want like a functional family, and if you come from a house that perhaps has an alternatively functioning family, or perhaps a dysfunctional family, then a regular family is going to feel like a very alien sensation and feeling, and almost like, what are you trying to do to me? What are you trying to do to me? Because I know that I felt that way growing up. I did. I still do. People that have like well-rounded family units, their parents are both lovely, would help them through anything. They've got brothers and sisters they get along with. They all go on family holidays and family dinners. I'm like, What do you mean you talk to your parents about problems and they help? What? Unrelatable content, really, isn't it?
I knew getting the cell phones was going to be tough. And once we got Matt's, I was like, wow, thank God. But Lily's going to be a whole nother ball game.
Okay. Why didn't you ask why rather than being like, no? Like, do you think she would ever respond with why? Oh, piss! America. Girly wig. Hoomst the skibbity toilet do tall. Ohio.
I was happy this morning. They were up, getting dressed.
Munging.
I thought.
Oh, no, not munging. What's it called? Mewing.
Why would you say that?
Two very different things.
I thought we're good. Okay, out to the table now, guys.
I'm not eating at the table with you, so stop trying to get me there.
You don't need to eat. You just need to be a part of the family and come on out.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't ever want to be a part of your family.
Oh.
I felt like, here we go
Plot.
again. Well, that's the point of this week.
That is the point.
No,
I
We're
agree.
gonna do things together.
Live your life and live in hell.
And you're here to.
It's what I'm doing. God.
So come on out, guys. It's just shocking. I'm just like, the way she talks to me. I'm not asking her to do anything that outrageous.
You're not, and to be fair, she is being unreasonable, dislikable, and outrageous. Unfortunately, there is always a reason as to why people are the way they are. Even if they are wonderful, beaming rays of sunshine who are loved by everyone, that also means that the people who are not that kind of person, there's also a reason why they are the way they are. Our entire worlds are kind of built through our environments and belief systems, and over time, those can evolve into who we are. So again, as I said earlier, it's not an excuse for the behavior, but there's always a reason. Always.
I don't understand why you want to be bad. What's
Because I get a thrill and excitement out of giving you hell. That's why. I was just trying to get ready this morning, and then they started like bugging me about how I need to hurry up. I'm so over this family right now.
Just come take your seats in the chair.
You take a seat in the chair, because I ain't going out there.
Not morning people,
She's a poet,
obviously.
girls.
Well, they're not social
Slam
people.
poetry.
Yeah, we're used to eating breakfast like 2 hours ago. So kind of hungry. It's our home.
Away we go.
And she's totally disrespected us. So I went in thinking, get your point across, that you're not going to tolerate that kind of behavior.
Okay.
You do not treat me like that. I do not deserve to be treated like that.
When you're all up in my face, you're obviously
I'm
going
not.
to get someone who's going to freak out on
rules
you.
here.
You think I'm going to follow your rules when I don't even follow
You
anybody's
came into
rules?
our house. If you were in our house.
You're the dumbass who let me come into your house, so get out of my face.
Let's go.
God.
I would be like, don't talk to my other half like that. I would be like, this is not how we're going to be doing this. If you do have such a big problem with this, there needs to be change. I think in my head, like being outside of this situation, I always want to try and understand why. I think this is my little science brain kicking in. Is like, why is this the way it is? Like, how has this happened and why is it this way? Even if the answer is like unsatiating, I'm like, why? Why is it this way? But in order to ask why, when it comes to people, you kind of have to be friends with them. And I feel like Lily does not want to be friends.
I think she needed to breathe some air after that, conflict with Lily. The emotion that comes out and the frustration, and you want to give up, but you're competitive and you say, no, I'm not going to let them win that battle.
Just want to make
Right.
sure that she knows she has consequences.
Yeah.
Because I do not get disrespected like that and let it sweep under the rug. And I don't see any love for any person or any.
Right.
How can you treat people like you do? You don't even really know me, and you're cussing me out this morning because I asked you to come to breakfast.
All we're trying to do is make a difference in one kid's life, and it may just be, like I said, onion layers, and I think we've come a little bit. It's baby
I mean, he's
steps.
being quite sensible
I am not
about
going to
it.
give up. Lily is not going to win this battle.
I think some of it is production, because I wouldn't see it as like I'm battling with a child. I don't think I would see it like this. I'd be like, why are you like this? Most of the times, if you rephrase like bad behavior as strange behavior, like, why are you like this? A lot of the times it diffuses the situation rather than feeding into this like battle idea. But then again, I don't have children. Biscuit is my only biological child.
I look quite pretty.
Oh, the sky.
This morning, I can relate to her, getting pissed off when she was getting ready, but I didn't want any more arguments. I was sick of people screaming.
Yes. I would also probably feel sick of people screaming. Oh, she's a dead body.
Lily, we need to have a talk.
Certainly do, girl.
About what?
I went in thinking, just stay calm. don't get emotional and stay firm. Can you please look at me? Lily?
What? What? My eyes are hurting. They're tired. What? I'm looking at you.
You were extremely disrespectful this morning, and we got off on the wrong foot. So we need to make some sort of amends. We just asked you to come to breakfast. I didn't think that was an unreasonable request.
I was trying to get ready, and I was getting irritated, and I was still tired.
But you have to vocalize that in a way that isn't just instant
I'm not gonna say
chaos.
sorry to you guys.
No, it's
I'm not sorry. I can lie to your face and tell you I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry.
Okay, let's not get upset, because
little
yelling is not
sociopath.
getting anywhere, okay? And there is going to need to be consequences. If you want to start a lap around the lake. Lily?
No, she's not gonna, is she? She's gonna be like, bye, girl! Or maybe she will. And run away. In her Crocs? Okay, well.
Oh, again?
Venting.
I went to the barn with Jeff.
I bet you did.
To shoot some hoops.
Shooting hoops? Is that what the children called it back
I
then?
think after the, blow up, and I was jogging down the street, and then I just headed toward the barn.
Pastor
Came down here and shot some, huh?
Yes.
I was kind of amazed to see Matt and Jeff down there shooting baskets.
Right, okay.
My dad seeing the two of us playing basketball, I think it looked to be like a breakthrough, I think, through his eyes.
Maybe.
For somebody kind of
And was it? Have you become friends for life?
Basketball isn't that bad.
BFFs?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind playing it, but like on a sport, like if I was on a team.
This is what, 15 years ago
like
now?
for fun, I mean, it's actually not that bad.
That's what they're supposed to be. It's kind of neat to
Everyone
see
would be in
them
their
bonding,
mid-30s.
and also, that was an opportunity right there to connect with Matt. Thought you said you weren't very good at it.
I don't know.
You're hitting them pretty good to me.
Do you know, actually, I will agree here. Sometimes it's not the sport that's the issue. Sometimes it's the fans of a sport that make it so insufferable. Like, actually playing football is not the worst thing in the world, but the fans of football are so insufferable. I'm just like, do you know what? Hate it, girl.
See, you're telling me you're not any good.
I didn't think I was good.
You know what you should do? I tell you what's fun is playing on a softball team and stuff. They're just playing to get out and have fun. I think Matt has some self-confidence issues. Could be a little bit of his identity and where am I going to fit in and that type of thing. All right, here we go.
Okay, that's quite understanding. Very unexpected.
Consequences from the morning, and we decided on the 10 up downs. Ready? Down.
10 up downs. Oh, this, yes.
I didn't want to start any more fighting, so I was just willing, to go for it and do them.
Skinny jeans and little gloves.
Like, wow, because I never work out. I never do anything like that. So my confidence boosted a lot.
All right, man,
It's easier later in life.
My intent this week was to connect with Matt, and I do think I'm making progress with him.
I mean, it could be television magic, but
We have to
okay.
cross the bridge now, Lily. I knew I didn't want to push too much because she was on thin ice, but at this point, we still don't have her cell phone. We need to probably try to get your cell phone before we
I
leave.
wanted to talk to you alone.
Okay, that's fine.
Right,
That's good.
Okay.
All right.
That's fine.
Come on, Matt.
I feel like she's inside a lonely, sad girl that's putting on a hard exterior.
Yes. And there's a reason usually.
I'd rather give it to you than give it to him.
I know this is a big step for you. It's just one of the rules that we set from the beginning, and I'm thankful that you agreed to compromise. And let's go forward from here, okay? No more fights. Okay, thanks. When I took Lily's cell phone, that was a huge step.
I still don't like that. I don't think that's great. I think that should have been handed over to TV production people, someone who's not involved quite the same way as the family is. Good morning, country girls.
Very good. Both Lily and Matt got ready a little quicker, and Matt came in and had some donuts and some juice. And
is this the first time he's eaten all week? Donuts and juice?
Get away from the confusion here, away from the whole thing. You dressed warm?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're going to go hit some golf balls at it's a heated driving range.
Oh, gosh, okay.
But it's not, great heated, but, it's heated. So I decided to take him to hit golf balls. That happens to be a passion of mine. And it's something that
So why are the boys being able to just play sports and have fun, but the girls have been clean the aquarium, clean this? very gender roles, isn't it?
And it's something that anyone can do, and it doesn't have to be a passion of yours, but we do need to try to find a passion, something that, if given an hour off during the day, that you'd like to go do. Just put two hands on it.
That's a great idea. For me, photography was simply must.
I never
Photograph
did anything like this, so I was kind of just really nervous just because I really thought I was going to do bad.
And then you always say practice swing. Nobody can prove differently. See, you go, that's practice swing.
I was just practicing.
Never admit. So if you miss it, you act kind of cool, and it was just a practice swing.
Wow.
You hit that pretty good.
Wow.
Yeah.
My goodness, you got pretty good hand-eye.
The MySpace golf queen.
I feel like you were in baseball yesterday, and you say you're not very good, and you've never probably even swung a golf club, have you?
Oh, a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I don't mind the idea of, like, swinging a golf club, but, like, golf courses fundamentally are anti-environmentalism.
And maybe not having a father figure, and then he internalized it, and then it became everything. So I think he got off to a bad start. What do you think there? You got anything you like to just go do like this? It doesn't have to be golf, but just something you like to do that you have maybe a little bit of passion for?
I don't know. I would love to, like, you know, play guitar, like learn to play guitar, and like maybe like sing
a musician
while playing guitar or something.
Yeah.
And that boy grew up to be Trixie Mattel.
Alone time, your quiet time, my time. There's so many days I'm teaching kids or doing stuff, I want my time.
When Dick was
You can tell he's a
encouraging me,
former teacher.
it felt amazing just
He must have been
because
quite good at his job, because I feel like you can really see that level of wanting connection with someone, which I totally understand.
when Dick was encouraging me, it felt amazing just because I never had that encouragement when I was a child, and I
There we go, didn't have the encouragement whilst
doing any
child.
kind of sports. And Dick totally erased that for me.
Matt, you ready to go, bud?
Emotional
Yeah.
Have a good time?
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah,
It's a
fun.
new
That's fun.
experience.
So we're talking about maybe getting you a passion.
Finding my passion.
Tell me what, you're not bad at some of these things.
Finding your passion. Oh, my loaf of mashed potato.
Hello!
Right, what's she got to do?
The last 3 mornings have been pure hell. I was very anxious about being alone with Lily at that point because I just didn't know what was going to happen. So we sat down and I kind of just wanted to feel her out for the day. Do you know why you just hate having anybody tell you what to do or doing anything for other people? Just
bonding time?
Out of kindness?
My dad has always taught me to like be independent, don't count on anybody else. Like eventually all those people that you're counting on are gonna be gone.
Okay.
Eventually,
A recency.
you know, something could happen to you and you're gonna need something. You just have to have some sort of resources, you know, and that's what community and family's about. But this experience was to help you go home and maybe appreciate maybe your mom a little bit or kind of see how you've been treating her for 15 years, that it's not working. It's not a positive, you know, but you never stop learning.
Yeah.
And just because you are this way doesn't mean this is the way I have to be forever. I don't know if anything I've said to her has seeped in at all, but at this point, I had the letter to give to Lily, and I'm curious to see what her mom has to say.
Oh, right, here we go.
Mom did send you a letter this week. You can read alone,
Mummy
or
Lily,
I can
Lily
stay here
Mummy.
with you.
You can stay here with me, that's fine.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Handwritten. I don't think my mom's ever written me a handwritten letter. I was worried to read my letter because this is her first opportunity to really like get her feelings out on paper towards me, so I knew like all of those deep, like sad, like frustrated feelings were gonna come out.
Just want to say you can also hear the music taking an uplift in terms of like editing, so we are being made to feel here as a viewer that this is like a breakthrough moment. She's changed forever. No longer a problem child, but an adult woman on the go.
Sad, like frustrated feelings were gonna come out.
Right.
Hey kiddo, wow.
I hate you. Please
Where do
die.
I begin? I always worry about you and the choices you make and spend many nights and mornings wondering where I went wrong. That you would display such disrespect towards me and not even care. The way you talk back to me and tell me how I annoy you crushes my very soul and brings me
Crushes my
such
soul.
uncontrollable pain and sadness as I feel I have failed you as a mom.
I mean, those are very emotive words,
I'm not
aren't
going to be able to read this.
When you're cruel to me, the pain I feel goes unnoticed as I spend so many hours of the night and mornings in tears praying for guidance to be a good mommy and to be able to take care of you and protect you. I totally know what she's feeling there.
Yeah. Seeing it in writing the way my mom felt did make me feel sympathy towards her because I have been giving her a hard time and she does deserve a break.
All my love forever, Mommy, to infinity. How are you feeling inside after that?
It does bug me to the point where, like,
it's hard to go there emotionally.
I don't want to go there. Like, I don't want to put myself in that stress. I don't want to feel bad for that because that's just going to cause me more problems. So I just choose to, like, drop it and, like, push it out and cancel it out.
She seems almost a bit like trying to emotionally manipulate herself. And there'll be a reason for that. We don't know what it is. We don't know her upbringing. We don't know what kind of person she is. We don't know if she's had easy school life, etc., 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 etc. But the kind of words that she's saying are almost a little bit like hyper-emotionally aware. She said earlier in the episode that she would assume a smart person would lie to get further towards a favourable outcome in a situation. And to be fair, where is the lie in that? We see it all the time with massive corporations lying about what they're doing in order to make more profit or appear a certain way to the public. Politicians do it all the time. She's not wrong, but it's one of those things of like, you don't say what's behind the curtain because if you do, people get very upset with that, even though they kind of know that's what's going on. So I think she's actually very emotionally aware of how she can treat her own emotions or deal with her own emotions to make her feel a certain way. So earlier on, I've forgotten the lady's name, Chanel said that Lily almost seems like a girl who's soft and lonely on the inside, but like puts on a front. I totally see that and I totally understand that.
It was a beautifully written letter, and you could feel the pain in her mom.
After reading that letter and stuff and like hearing that, like I can only imagine like what you've gone through. It was very dramatic and like chaotic and super stressful for you.
Yeah.
And like, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I mean, seriously, that was a mini accomplishment to me.
Yes.
We're making strides. Let me see if I hear a heart.
There you go.
There's a heart in there.
Don't shame behaviour you want to see more of. So we go.
Now that I've gotten to know Denise a little bit more better, I can tell that she is a great mom and that she's a very caring and loving person. I'm sorry about this week.
She's quite deadpan, isn't she? I wonder why that is. Oh God, right, here we go.
Finish here, we'll head down to the basement. I got something I want to share with you down there just for you.
Uh-oh. I have a bad feeling. Please don't say exercise.
It's not exercise.
Okay.
I'll give you that.
Okay.
That's a good one. Maybe we can do that later.
You scared me,
Well, we can do that later.
Oh, gosh.
Matt's got people that love him at home, and he needs to see that.
This is dramatic.
Got a letter from your mother.
Oh, right, here we go, girly wigs. Here we go. Letter from Mummy.
Read the letter to
Immediate
me. And
sobbing.
I was afraid that he might get mad, you know, because a lot of times people don't take criticism very well.
Dearest Matt, what happened to the cute little Matt who loves spending time together
Oh,
with
emotional
me
manipulation. You'll be in my Facebook tweet.
Pleasing others. I look at you today.
I didn't wake up today thinking I'm going to watch children cry for my job. Here we are, girly wigs.
I look at you today and I'm so hurt. I love you so much. We are so much alike, but so different. All you do is take from me emotionally, physically, and financially.
God, right, okay. That's a strong sentence.
I know it's been hard growing up without a dad. But I've tried giving you good male role models to be with you or talk to you. But you treated them the same you treated me.
It kind of hurt my heart because Matt just didn't know who he was hurting and how bad he was hurting his mother.
I'm always there
I do
for
think
you.
that is emotional development, isn't it, as well,
Attitude and
though?
resentment.
There is that thing of, like, teenage rebellion, like, awful, hate you, Mum, you're stinking, awful, hate you. Then you get to, like, early 20s and you're like, oh, maybe Mumsy. Then you get to your 30s and you're like, Mummy, I love you, Mummy. So, I don't know.
You've given me attitude and resentment.
Oh, Mummy.
Every time I give you the respect
But sometimes
you
mums
ask
are terrible, though, and emotional
you turn
manipulation.
around and disregard me and the rules of
Any
our
parent
family.
can be.
Matt, the one thing I hope I can give you in this life is the ability to be a good person.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch any of that.
And make the right decisions. I love you, Mom.
I love you, Mummy.
That was the first time I received a letter from my mom, and it made me like realize how hurt she is by me.
It sounds like these families need therapy. That's what it sounds like.
You missed your mom
Therapy's
a
expensive,
little bit?
isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you see her side of it pretty much a little bit? Sometimes we don't realize that till we're away from somebody, you know, that we love and how much they've done for you. And the more bricks that you put in between the two of you, the harder it is to knock that wall down.
I think this
How
show
do you
should be
think you can
renamed
change a little
World's
bit? I mean,
Most
what are you going to
Normal
do when you get
Family.
home a little bit?
I think I'm gonna clean my room and just, you know, when my mom asks me to do some, like, you know, do things, and I'm realizing that my mom really, you know, she's really hurt by me.
You know what, though? That's what teenagers do sometimes, okay? That's what they do. And it's not what's happened now, it's what's going to happen in the future. That's all that
true.
matters right now. You can't make up for the past. That's done, okay? You know, and I've seen improvement in just your habits around here. You're a good kid. You're funny. You're a good-looking kid. You're sweet. I mean, you're a neat kid. You really are. I know that's a moment that he will remember the rest of his life. And I do think it could be, you know, a life-changing moment. I really
Okay,
do.
potential. I mean,
My
the music
mom,
is
she worked
enabling us to
so
think
hard
this.
for me, and I never showed her any appreciation.
I wonder what happened next. Is there a what happened afterwards? They all went into the lake.
We were breaking out the good shot.
That's a day for night shot, isn't it?
It's a day for celebration. It was good to finally have everybody sit down to dinner. I mean, we all ended on a high note, and it was really nice.
What an easy week!
Thank you.
Oh, you're
Clean the fish tank and play golf.
Such a
Lovely.
nice girl.
I
Emotional
never would have dreamt we
breakthroughs.
could come this far in a week with the accomplishments we made with Matt and the progress we made with Lily. I think they're really starting to feel like part of the family.
I do not think that 3 days with strangers is going to, in any way, shape, or form, affect
Lily.
people's entire life trajectory.
I just got a call.
Could be wrong.
Your mom's an
Just call me Skepticema.
hour away.
She's an hour
So,
away.
yep. So if you can finish packing, maybe collect your thoughts.
So if you could leave, that
the
would be
main thing I'm
great.
gonna
Goodbye.
take home that I learned from this experience is that less arguing is like more productive.
Yes, that's it. Arguments very rarely are
Matt, I
productive,
just got a
aren't
call.
they?
Your mom's on her way.
Oh,
Seriously?
Yeah, so you can go ahead. I'll finish that up for you.
Okay.
Go ahead and get your stuff packed up. She's
The other
on her
children
way.
forgotten.
Get your thoughts together.
Okay.
Oh, I like
I'm
his leather
actually really
jacket,
excited
that's
for my mom to meet Dick and Denise, just because they're wonderful people, and my mom, I think my mom will get along with them really great.
I'm hoping that Lily will realize, you know, to respect her elders, to appreciate what she has at home, respect me as her mom.
Yep. Good luck. We'll let you go out and see her yourself. We'll be in here.
Hi, baby. Hi, my girl.
Yeah, my goodness.
When she saw me
long.
that she'd missed me so much that she wanted to, you know, run up and hug me, and it made me feel really good.
I guess the biggest problem maybe I had with Lily was just her language. And it's off to a rocky start there. and
Yeah,
then-
the first morning.
Well, then
But-
I guess I should
Unbelievable.
apologize to you.
No, it's not yours to apologize. Lily has to take responsibility for her actions.
I know.
It's not
Yeah.
you.
You know, and that's the first step of anything is, you know,
Right.
seeing your part in the mix.
And it was just little battles, little control issues. That it's Lily's way or no way. And the more we pushed her, that's when she just lost it. Like I said, I understand the immaturity. Listen, Lily, but the thing that I've tried to get across to her is just some remorse for her actions, or take responsibility for her actions.
Yes,
or just
responsibility is
acknowledge
actually
that
quite
you've
good for people.
hurt the other person, or you've worried them.
It
Lily, you're
teaches
kind of at a
empathy.
crossroads somewhat. It's your opportunity to take something from this experience.
This massive house with a very normal and achieved
sorry.
family.
Hopefully we've made a little impact.
I think if I'd have done this growing up, I might have come away from this situation feeling a bit bitter that my life wasn't considered normal. I don't know. I'll open that up to the audience here. What do you think? How would you, if you were a difficult child, have reacted in this situation, coming away from it? I'd like to say that I would be like, oh, my life has changed. I'm a beautiful new woman, girls. I probably would have been a little bit bitter.
Hopefully we've made a little impact.
Oh, I think you've made a lot more impact than you realize.
The main thing I hope for Lily is that she realizes that she can't exist alone in her own little
Denise,
world.
girls.
That she needs family around to help her.
Ballard hug with Lily in the middle.
I have hyper-independence though, so I'm not surprised. I understand
sink or
that.
swim type of thing. I think the next 2 or 3 years are going to be
Dicky
pivotal
boy.
for her entire life.
We'll be thinking of you, Lily. Stay out of trouble.
When I get home, I want to show my mom that things will be different. I do want to tell her, like, I'm sorry for the way I acted. Like, it does reflect a lot on our family. Love you, Mom.
No, might be TV magic. I'm not sure about that.
Hopefully Matthew did some searching of Matthew this week, and maybe he thought about some of the things he does at home and how they affect the family.
Will you be like, no, get off! Beep, beep, girls.
That's coming.
Just drive straight into the living room.
We'll let you have a little alone time with her.
Right.
Good luck.
All right, mummy. Hello, mum. Oh, immediate sobbing. Instant sobbing. TV, magic, ratings, gold. The problem has become the problemed.
I cried because I was so excited to see her after this whole weekend. I was ready to tell her that. Did you have a good week? I had an amazing week.
I don't know what they're saying because the subtitles are cut off. I love you so much.
I saw Matthew come out of the house and he was crying. I was a little concerned if it was too overwhelming for him, but then I realized that he was crying out of happiness to see me, and it made me feel
New York,
happy.
like Italian accent.
Hello.
Like New York
Matt's mom.
Italian.
What's your name?
Bonnie.
Bonnie.
Or
Nice
is
to
that
meet
not
you,
close?
Bonnie.
You know, when they first came in, you could just see the excitement in his eyes to have her meet us, that it was that positive an experience.
Okay.
What kind of issues did you have at Matt? I mean, what was your, like, conflicts?
Well, Matt didn't have respect for me, you know. I did everything. I'm a mother, I'm a father, I'm a friend. Just common respect, like if you say you're coming home at 1, which is reasonable. And Matt, before he left, like said, who cares about Mom? And came home at 4. So those are the kind of things.
And how does that make you feel, Matt? I mean, you think something's going to change now?
It's definitely going to change. I mean, I really
Tell your mom.
Coming into this, I really did not think it was gonna have such a big impact. And
he battled it.
She's like, yay! A new woman!
Everything over. I want to get new friends. I want to like find something I'm passionate about.
Interesting.
All the things that you asked me, they're not even that big. Like, you know, setting up the table, walking the dog, taking out the trash. They're little things, and that shouldn't be affecting our life and
your relationship.
And our relationship just over those stupid little things. And
this is a lot of promises,
made me
though,
realize
isn't it?
how much you and Greg and Eric and everybody means to me. I'm so sorry, Mom.
It's okay. I hope you learn from this.
I did. This was the best experience of my life.
If I was a teenager crying and saying all this on TV, I would have been mortified watching it back. I don't think I could have watched the episode.
I tried and I couldn't.
I just wanted to thank you guys so much for letting me be a part of your house and you being the dad I've never had.
There we go. That's part of one of the reasons, isn't it?
All of this.
I know.
You know, I could be 100 years old, I still will remember this week. I really will. That's how the impact it had on me, too.
We need a hug.
We have Ballard hugs half the time.
Glad I could be your mom for a week.
I know.
The transformation was astounding. Matt's mom seemed shocked that this is the same kid that she dropped off last weekend. It was a really special moment.
I know he's a truly loving, kind little boy, and I'm a good mom, but he just needed someone to give him a rude awakening.
And I've got his phone number, and he's got
Rude
mine.
awakening.
You know,
There we go.
I have to try to
I
stay
don't
in
mind that
contact with him a
phrasing.
little bit
I don't like
and see
that
how
when they're
he's
like,
doing
break
until
them
he
down
feels
to build them up.
he doesn't
Rude
need
awakening
me
is fine.
anymore.
I can't wait to go home and find my passion, the thing that makes me happy.
See, guys.
Okay.
If you can
I mean,
change one kid's life, you know, and get him on the right path, there's no words to describe that. I mean, it's great.
it is.
You guys matter the most to me.
They all
sounds
went
really nice,
into
Matthew.
the
I like to
skibbity
hear when you
toilet
say that.
Ohio Riz. Lovely. I've got some thoughts. I think this show, this episode, should have been called World's Most Normal Stable Family, because what I feel like I saw here, which is something that I can relate to, is that you've come from a perhaps chaotic environment and you've gone into what's considered a very regular, normal environment, like a very stable thing. There's a mother, there's a father, they both do things, there's a nice house, they've got children with land and they can go for walks around their own lake. Like, that is very stable. That's a stable environment. And sometimes when you are so used to the chaos that that is how you survive, that when you get taken out of that, who are you? You know? If you have to be facing adversity constantly, who are you when you are not facing adversity? And I feel like an element of that is what we saw today. And I'm actually very surprised because in my mind, World's Strictest Parents was like, I remember it being so much worse than this. But actually, this was kind of a bit of a well-rounded show, minus a few things that I've spoken about. But my lovelies, if you want me to carry on this series, let me know. And also let me know any of those really controversial episodes that you remember, because there's a couple in my mind that I would like to cover, if of course you guys want to see that. And with that, my lovelies, it's time for the Patreons. You can see yourself scrolling past on the screen right here. Yes, you can. Today's Luxeria Lab subscriber shout out goes to Bandy Toaster. Thank you so much for subscribing to my second channel here on YouTube, Luxeria Labs, which is my tech, travel, and photography channel. If you want to be in with a chance of being featured in my next videos, Luxeria Lab subscriber shout out, make sure you subscribe to that channel. It is pinned in the comments below. And as always, I want to say a massive thank you to my top tier Patreons: Orkos Samoji, Ariadia X, Asgardians, Becky Johnson, Cameron Pittman, Shell Herman, ContraPoints, Finn Dunham, James A. Zengirl, Jenny Wood, Leanne Jones, Lenore, Les Banana, Mo Sherman, Morgan Lathay, Ms. Kiss, Paolo Rivera, Sky Dorim, Steffutech, and TNS Mum. It's the first time I'm dancing in an office chair, girls. And you know what, my loves? I think I'm gonna leave it on the note of, quite often, there is a reason for why people are the way they are. It might not be even up to you to find out what that reason is, but there's always going to be one there. And it doesn't necessarily excuse behaviour, but helps to explain it. And with that, I'll see you in the next one.